You can see it's very, very slick. Definitely has that older look to it. There is the reveal. You can see very, very worn down. Hoping for a 1918, but I would accept really anything. Let's go ahead and do the flip now in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there we go, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Coin Quest. That, of course, being the series where I take $25 boxes of pennies like this and go through the rolls looking for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill in my collection books. So, guys, in case you missed it, in our last episode of Coin Quest Nickels, we actually found a super interesting coin. Right here, you can see on the screen, that's not a nickel. In fact, that is a penny that is over 100 years old. And here it is, 1918 wheat penny found in a nickel roll. What makes this even crazier is that we still don't have this coin in our penny collection. You heard that right, guys. We have been through 23 boxes of pennies and we have barely touched this page, let alone that 1918. So my question to you, should this go into the collection or not? We found it in a nickel roll. I don't know, I kind of feel like it deserves a spot in the collection. So we could go ahead and put this 104-year-old wheat penny into the collection, or if we take a look at our $25 box of pennies for today's hunt, take a look at this, guys. I think we might actually have a chance at getting that one in this roll right here. Look at how slick those wheat ears are. I'm thinking this is definitely either a 1910s or a 1920s wheat penny, and that is a good indication for the box that we already have one on the end. But wait, the enders don't stop there. In addition to that older wheat penny ender, we also have a 2009 formative years, and then a couple of Canadians here, which are a little bit different. We got a 71 copper and a 2006 steel. I know there's something to look for on this one, so I'm gonna have to check that one out very carefully. Of course, throughout today's hunt, I'll be using the Quin's Coins penny roll hunting placemat to aid us in our hunting today. Across the front side, you have all the different types of coins that you could find in your penny rolls, and then flipping over to the back side, we have a point system which we use to rate the boxes as we go through them to compare them against boxes that we've done in the past. In addition to that, there's also key date and low mintage lists there to help you identify if you have a rare coin or not. Of course, if you want to get these for yourself, you can head on over to quinscoins.com and I'll put links down in the description below. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the hunt. All right, guys, we're going to be kicking this one off with that older wheat penny ender. Let's take a closer look at that. You can see it's very, very slick. Definitely has that older look to it. I'm very excited to see if this one's going to be going into the collection. And you guys saw we were having major difficulties finding those older ones. So yeah, let's just get into this one right away here. And yeah, it's definitely a good sign for the box as well that there may be some more older ones in here. All right, I think I'm going to do a zoom here so you guys can get the full effect of this unwrapping. And that looks like some pretty nice coppery edges there. I'm not seeing a whole lot of zinc, so that is another good sign right there. Watch this be a 2 wheat penny roll. But there we go, guys. There is the reveal. You can see very, very worn down. Let's just pull that one off, see what's underneath it as well. Yeah, it just looks like a regular 78, so copper. But all right, let's take a look at this, guys. Here we go. We got the reverse. Definitely looks older. Hoping for a 1918, but I would accept really anything before 1930. Let's go ahead and do the flip now in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there we go, guys. 1919. All right, let me check the collection here. Oh my gosh, you aren't going to believe this, guys. We already have the 1919. We were so close. So close to getting the 1918. So weird here on this page also, by the way. We have this like little square of coins filled in, the 1916 as well. But other than that, everything else is completely empty. We were hoping for the 18 so that we wouldn't have to put it in there from the nickel box. But I guess we're gonna have to keep looking for that, guys. All right, hopefully there's some more oldies in here. So let's see what else we have in the rest of the roll here. See if we're gonna get some more wheat pennies, maybe something a little older. All right, let's take a look. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm seeing a good amount of copper here. Of course, copper being anything 1981 and older, and then some of the 1982s. Like, that's a nice looking 81 right there. But I'm not seeing any wheat pennies or Indian head pennies, anything like that, in the middle of these rolls. Let's just shift that over there so you guys can see. All of these shiny ones are basically going to be zinc, which is not my favorite thing to find unless it's a 2009, because there's 4 different varieties there that you want to be on the lookout for, and I'll show those on the screen right here. Oh, I had a coin hanging off of my cotton glove there. But yeah, so these are all the 2009s. I pull every single one that I find. Speaking of 2009s, I think we actually have a 2009 ender right here. You can see that is going to be the formative years, which is the second design in the series. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. This one's definitely taken some damage over the years through circulation. But yeah, here we are. And we will take a look inside the roll. Oh, seen a Canadian right there. You see that one of those 12-sided edges, I believe. But yeah, let's grab that 2009 off of the end and take a look at that. So there it is, 2009. And we will flip it to see that we have a 2009. No mint mark on that one, makes it a Philadelphia. All right, so we got a 1919 and a 2009. Let's see what else is going to be inside of this roll. All right, so I'm seeing that Canadian right off the bat. That is one of the first things that I saw when I opened the roll. It's right there. Nothing too crazy though, just a 1983. We only are really interested as far as Canadians go in the 64 and older. There's another Canadian right there in 84. And interesting right there, that's 72. Yeah, look at that. That edge on the left side is much thicker than the right side. Nice little gold toning on that one as well. I think I'll pull that one out. Not really going to be any more additional value for that because it's not enough of an offset, but it's still cool to me, so I think I will hold on to it. And really, you know, that's what coin collecting is all about. If you like it, keep it, you know? Some people will tell you, oh, that's not worth anything. Well, I throw that back. No, if you like it, hold on to it. All right, guys, we are getting into our last enders for the box. We actually have a couple of Canadian enders. Now that 2006, I'm gonna grab a magnet in just a second here. I know that there has something to do with whether it's magnetic or not is gonna determine whether it is a rare one or not. But again, I'm not super well-versed in Canadian coinage, so I will have to consult my book on that one. But anyway, let's grab that Canadian off of the end right there. It is a copper for sure, 1971. I keep all Canadians that I find. I do like them. They're pretty cool. All right, let's go through the rest of this one here and see if we're going to pull anything else out. Oh, right off the bat there, I see a 2009. Once again, not the best looking coin right there. That is the, I believe that one is called Professional Life. So we got a couple of 2009s on the box so far. And if you flip over to the reverse side of the placemat here, you see that we count those for 1 point apiece, whereas we count modern wheat pennies for 5 points, and then like that 1919 that I just found, we consider that an older wheat penny. Those count for 10 points. All right, I'm not seeing anything else on that roll, so we will go ahead and get into our final ender here. Let me just grab a magnet real quick so we can test if that's going to be magnetic. I actually have a magnet right back here, and I totally forgot I was going to be trying this out. So this is like a little magnetics piece right here. So we can test if this is going to be magnetic or not. I'm not sure if we're looking for magnetic or non-magnetic. Okay, so that one is non-magnetic. It's definitely not sticking to it. So let me know down in the comments below if that is the one that I should be looking for or not. Like I said, I will definitely be keeping it either way. But yeah, let's get into this roll. Now this one is showing a lot more zinc than some of the other ones have. And here we go, we got our 2006 Canadian cent right there. We'll be putting that one to the side, and let's see what else we can find here. And then once we're done with this roll, I will go ahead and get into the rest and make sure to let you know the next time I make a good find. All right, guys, about halfway through this one. Not seeing a whole lot come out. That one looks kind of interesting. Might be older there. Let's see what we got. Nope. 69 is the year on that one. And it looks like that is going to be about it, guys. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and get into the next roll and let you know what I find. I'm gonna get some nice thick copper edges on this one. Let's pull a couple of those out just in case. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this, guys. Oh, that is sweet. All right, let's make sure we can focus here. We got a Canadian right there. Not just any Canadian, though. That is a King George VI. Let's see what we got underneath it. This might be an older one, too. It's American. 69. All right, so this is definitely more interesting than that. 1949 King George VI. Now, I don't know if we need this one in the collection or not. I will definitely have to check on that because we are collecting Canadian coins as well. Ooh, that obverse is not looking great. It looks like it's been stored in a album made of PVC, which I will get to that in just a second because my Canadian album is actually I believe PVC, so I need to get rid of this one and get a different one. But let's just check that album real quick to see what we are going to be needing as far as King George VI goes. So it's actually not going to be on this first page. Haven't found a single King George V yet, which goes up through 1936. It's actually going to be on the next page. So let's see if we still need that one in the collection. No, we do not. We already have the 1949. So we will just continue the search, see what else we can get. But guys, that is absolutely one of my favorite coins to find. These King George VI's are super cool. I really love finding those, and I would love to be able to find a King George V, but maybe that'll be for another day. And would you look at that, guys? Right after getting a King George VI, we just pulled a young head Canadian penny. So this is a Queen Elizabeth, and these are just after the King George VI. They go from 53 up through 64. I don't know if we need any of these anymore either, but we'll flip this over to see what we have for a date. Yeah, that one's a 63, so nothing in the 60s is super rare. We definitely have all of those ones, but definitely another cool coin to be pulling out. I basically see that as like a more modern, the Canadian equivalent of like a modern wheat penny. And then the King George VI I see as like, you know, like maybe a 20s or 30s wheat penny. And then of course the King George V, well that's pretty much like finding an Indian head. They are extremely rare to be pulling out. But anyways, guys, that is a couple of nice Canadian finds on roll number 6. With that being said, let's get on into the next one. All right, here we go. This looks like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be older, guys. The very next roll has yet another King George VI coming out. So it looks like we are really doing well with the Canadians on this box so far. Even though we started off with a really old American, we just got a 1945 King George VI Canadian, and that one is looking much better. It has a little bit of grime up there in the corner, but I think that that is probably removable, whereas that corrosion that we were seeing on the other coin is not. So actually, let's check the collection once again to see if that one is going to be needed. And no, unfortunately is not. We do need the 44, but we do not need the 1945. So that slot will remain empty, but I can't believe we're not even 10 rolls into this box and we already have 2 KG6s. I think our chances for getting KG6 into the collection today are definitely looking good. All right, here we go, guys. Looks like we aren't going to get that 44 King George VI, but we are able to get a 44 American. And believe it or not, the 44 wheat penny is actually extremely common. It's one of the most common wheat pennies that there is. So that is not going to be like the King George VI, which it looks like is proving a little bit difficult to find because we are on box number 24 and haven't found one yet. But yeah, there she is. 1944 is the year. Let's see what else we got in this roll. And if there's nothing, then we'll just get on to the next. All right, this one right here just has a look to it that I really like. It's sort of a darker red. It's just a 70. All right, never mind. What about the one next to it, though? Oh, look at that. Very nice. So actually, the one right next to it ends up being a 1950. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure we have that one. We have most of the 40s and 50s wheat pennies, but I'll check the book just in case we do not. So going over to the 40s and 50s page, yeah, we got all the 50s, including the 50 Denver and 50 San Francisco. That right there was a 50 Philadelphia, and you can tell that because there was no mint mark. Wow, very copper roll here, guys. Check this out. There's got to be something in there. Actually, this one right here, that has some nice color to it. What do you think? Yeah, there we go. So it's not easy to pull a wheat penny out just from the edge, but that one definitely looked like the type. 1944, once again, a pretty common date. Let's flip that over to reveal the reverse. Ooh, very nice looking reverse. I really like the patina on this one as well. So I'll put that right next to the other 1944 that we have. And let's actually, you know what? There's another couple of edges right here, which I don't know what is going on. Okay, that one is a memorial cent for sure. What's this one going to be? Another memorial. All right. So yeah, those are some weird looking coins. Let's dump this out and see if anything is going to come out of it. Just briefly. Oh, wait a minute, guys. I think we definitely have at least one good one. Look at this. Okay, here's a young head right here. And then over here, I think I see something else. Oh, it's a 77. Okay, so not as old. But look, over here we actually have another young head coming out and another Canadian right there, which is going to be a 2002, I believe. This is actually one of the ones where there's, the date is not on the side where you would expect it to be. But anyways, yeah, let's take a look at that young head right there. We'll see if it's going to be something we need. 1964 is the year on that one, so fairly common. Let's work our way through the rest of this roll and see what else is going to be popping out for us here. That is a very old looking memorial cent right there. It's just a 64 though. All right, there's that 77. We'll grab that one real quick. Work our way towards that other young head coming out over here on the left-hand side. And there it is. I don't think there's going to be anything else in the roll. There's a 61 that just about made it into that wheat penny range, but it looks like this is going to be it. So let's take a look at the year on that one. Ooh, okay. That is about as good as it gets for a young head Canadian. Let me check the book to see if that is one that we need or not. I think there may even be a couple of different varieties. Yeah, there are. So there's the 1953 shoulder folds and the 1953 no shoulder folds. I will check the book on that one. I do already have a 1953. Let's see if we have the rare one though. We're looking for the 1953 with shoulder folds. All right, I'm gonna grab the book and show you exactly how you can figure that out. All right, so I got my Coins of Canada book here. Basically, you can see the no shoulder folds. The easiest way to tell if it's in the no shoulder folds is if this eye is going to be pointing in between these two little hash marks. And then if it is the shoulder folds variety, it's going to be pointing straight at one of the hash marks. So that's actually going to be on this side of the coin. The I that they are referring to is the I right there at the end of DEI. And of course, I know that it's not going to be the easiest way to tell, or it's not going to be the easiest thing to see here. So I do have a magnifying glass, which hopefully will allow us to see a little bit more. If I can bring it up here just right. And there we go. So that definitely looks like it's pointing in between, and the eye kind of flares out at the end there. So I believe that that is going to make it the no shoulder folds variety, which unfortunately is less rare. We'll take another look at that. You can see right here the eye kind of flares out and points in between, and the one that you want, it's sort of just like a straight stick and points right at one of those hash marks. Again here though, you can see that that one definitely does flare out, and it appears to point in between. So this is the less rare variety. Still very cool to find a first year young head Canadian coin like that. This one just has a really nice patina to it as well that I really like. So I will definitely be holding on to that one, guys. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the next roll. Actually, before getting into the next roll, I feel like I should probably mention about that 2006 coin that we found earlier. We're looking right here at the 2006. It's not the P because actually on the Canadian coins, if you flip over to the obverse, if there's a P, it would actually be down there below the Queen, and I do not see a P there. So this is just going to be the 2006 with no mint mark, and it is non-magnetic, so that puts it in the less rare category as well. You can see right here, 2006 magnetic. They don't even know how many they made of that variety, but they're worth 25 bucks in BU red condition. Whereas the 2006, you know, the regular one's only worth about 5 Canadian cents, I believe that would be. So that's not going to be the one that we're on the lookout for. But anyways, guys, there's a lot of good Canadian stuff in here. Let's go ahead and get into the next one and see if we can find some more. Oh, there's a Canadian right there. What's that one gonna be? Oh, there we go. This is actually one of my favorites to find. And I know I keep saying that. I love Canadian pennies. There's a lot of good stuff to find. So this is the Centennial, what I call the bird cent. The bird is actually a rock dove, and they did this on every single denomination that year. They put a different animal on each coin, and for pennies, it was the rock dove. Very, very cool right there. All right, let's see what else we have in this roll. Got another Canadian coming out here. Ooh, this might be another one, guys. Can you imagine a 2 bird cent roll? Let's take a look. 3, 2, and oh, so close. 1966. 1 year later, and we would have had another bird cent. All right, guys, it has been quite a few rolls since we found anything good. I do have a 2009 I can show you, but right here, if you'll remember in our last penny competition hunt that I did with my girlfriend Debo, we found what looked like a gold coin. I think this may end up being another gold-plated coin right here. Maybe just something with some crazy toning. Yeah, that one definitely looks like a gold-plated coin. Somebody had a little science experiment going on there, although this one looks like it's been in circulation for a while because a lot of that plating is actually worn off on that one. That's pretty crazy. I think we'll put that one to the side just because it's kind of a cool little memento from a penny hunt. You do find that from time to time, and I've seen a few that have looked that way. But yeah, I'm not seeing a ton on this roll. Just checking that one again real quick because that almost looked like I was seeing double on that 9. Maybe some machine doubling there. Yeah, okay. I'll hold that one to the side. Let me know what you guys think. You guys got a pretty good view of that coin right there. And actually right here, it looks like, what do we have? Yeah, that is a 1970S. I believe we're still looking for the 1970S small date. So what the heck, I do have the magnifier over here. May as well give it another try and see if we can figure out if we have a 70 large or small date. And I apologize for my fingers moving so quickly there. So it looks like on this one, if we can get it to focus, there we go. I believe that 7 is below the 0. I'll have to double check because it's been a while since I've done a penny hunt. So that may actually be the 70S small date that we have been looking for so long. That sure would be cool, guys. All right, I'm going to check the book real quick and get back to you on that. All right, so it turns out the 70S small date, you would actually have the 7 a little bit above the 0. And on this one, the 7 is definitely below the 0, at least as far as I can tell. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. And I will be putting that to the side. I keep all of the 70S's I find just in case I accidentally found a 70S small date and didn't even realize it, because I definitely don't have the best eye for that type of stuff. So I will be keeping that one, just like I keep all of them. But yeah, if you want to take a look, guys, this is the red book. If you want to get one of these for yourself, this is probably one of the best tools that you can get if you are just getting started coin roll hunting. I do have a link for that down in the description below, where I have an affiliate link that you can use. It'll take you to Amazon and you can pick one of those up for yourself. But yeah, right here is a nice little demonstration of basically what we have for 70S small date with the high 7 and then large date with the low 7. I'm pretty sure that's what we have there. So yeah, we'll just get on to the next one, guys. Lots of stuff that we had to look at the book for today, so it's definitely been coming in handy, as well as that Canadian book over there as well. But anyways, guys, we're about halfway through at this point. Let's go ahead and get into the next. This one looks like it could be older for sure. Yeah, look at that, guys. Another wheat penny pulled out by the edge. So let me know if you can guess which edge it's going to be. Well, I think you probably just saw it, but it's this one. And there may be one next to it as well. All right, let's take a look at that. Well, that could actually be older. That definitely has an older look to it. It's kind of damaged on the right-hand side. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing if we could get one into the collection today, guys. I've been kind of avoiding this series because it's been just getting extremely difficult to get anything into the collection. Let's see if we can do it here. 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately, just a 1944. We've literally already found 2 of those in today's box. That's actually 3 out of the 4 wheat pennies that we have found that are after the 1940s have been 1944. Go figure. Is that a 70S? Yeah, it is. All right. So we got another 70S right there. So what the heck? Let's check that one for the small date. I think that's probably about as good of a view as you're going to get. Again, it looks like that 7 is below the 0, although I find this one very difficult to tell. It's not like the 60 small date and large date, which I find a lot easier. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think on that second 70S. Hey, check this out, guys. In the very same roll, we got ourselves a 1960 Denver. And like I was saying earlier with the large date, small date stuff, the 1960s also have that going on. Now, it's a little bit easier, in my opinion, to tell the difference between them. You can see right here we have the little depiction here. So there's a small date right there. The large date has that kind of the tail, I guess you could say, of the 6 goes way further over than on the small date. And so I'm pretty sure with this one, we can take a look and say confidently that that is going to be a small date. And it actually has some pretty nice toning on it as well. So I think we will hold on to that one, maybe exchange the one that's already in the collection. We're still on the lookout for the 1960 small date, no mint mark. So I will be on the lookout for that one as always. And with that being said, that is the end of this roll. So we'll get on to the next. And there we go with another 2009, and it's actually one we have not seen yet. This is the rarest in the series, and it's called the Presidency. And we got the Philadelphia with a nice big scratch over there on the left-hand side. That's not ideal, but finding a 2009, that's pretty cool. Actually, there's only one in the series that we haven't found out of this box so far, and that is the Birth and Early Childhood. Really nice 81 right there. Let's see if we can find it, guys. Oh, there's another Presidency. Nice. So we just got two 2009 Presidencies in the same roll. Very cool. Let's see if this one's going to have any more for us. It doesn't look like it, guys. So like I was saying, we only have one more 2009 that we have not found yet, and it is this one right here. Maybe we'll be able to get the, as Chad from CFA calls it, the cycle in this particular box. All right, let's see if we can get it, guys. On to the next. There we go. We got a wheat penny coming out at least one. We can see that pretty clearly right there. Let's see if we're gonna get an old one. I don't know, this one looks like it could be 40s, 50s, probably a more common, but we'll flip it anyway. 3, 2, 1, and it's a 50 Denver, and we already established earlier we don't need the 50 Denver when we found that 1950 plain. Wow, really messed up coin right there. Probably a zinc. Yep, definitely is. Older zinc at that. Where are they going? Oh, wait a minute though. I think we have another, looks like maybe a KG6 right here. Could be a young head as well. Let's go ahead and review. Actually, wait a minute, guys. We have more than just one good coin here. That right there is another 1944 wheat penny, and that is our fourth on the box. Didn't I tell you these were common? I really meant it, guys. They are pretty much everywhere. So, all right, this is going to be the best coin, I think, on this roll. Let's take a look and reveal this date. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got another 1949. That is the same as, I think, the first one that we found that was a KG6. Much better condition on that one, though. As you can see, there's really no damage other than these little divots down here on the bottom. I see a couple of places where it looks like the coin got a little chewed up there, but I will definitely take it. That is our third KG6 on the box. I don't know if I've ever had a box that had this many King George VI's, and look at that. We also have a 2009 coming out. No, a couple of 2009s. Look at this. We got another Presidency, our third on the box. Once again, don't think I've had that many 2009 Presidencies on a box before, so definitely some good stuff coming out of this box. I'm still looking for a coin that's going to go into the collection, though. I have not found anything that has gone into the collection just yet, but I will still be looking, guys. We got about, looks like 17 more rolls to go. So let's see if we can get something. Oh, there we go. We got a young head coming out for sure. What else do we have coming out here? Well, there's the young head anyway. We'll reveal the date on that one in just a sec after we see if there's going to be anything else here. I see some nice stuff, but I think that's going to be it, guys. Let's take a look. So we got a young head, Queen Elizabeth, and the date is 1962. So, all right, that's all right. That's not the worst thing in the world. Wait a minute, is that a... Oh, that is my first 2022 right there, guys. So it looks like we are going to get something into the collection. I didn't think I was going to be finding 2022s this early. I haven't seen any yet. That's crazy. So there's our 2022 Philadelphia. You know, it's just a regular shield-looking coin. There's nothing too special about it, but that is our first. So we will actually be putting something into the collection today. That is if we have room. I think we may be completely out of room for newer coins in the collection, but I will have to check that in just a second here. Let's get into this good part of this roll right now. See if we're gonna get anything out of it. So many copper coins, but it doesn't look like any of them are going to be wheat pennies, unfortunately. All right, let's real quick just take a look here at our collection. See if we're gonna have room for that 2022. And unfortunately, it looks like we are not. So I'm gonna need to go online and see if I can find another page for this collection so that we can continue putting coins into it past the year 2021, because that is currently as far as it goes. Oh, guys, I think we just got another young head Canadian. I can see the date on it right there. Look at that, 1956. Another one of the early ones, and oh, wait a minute, never mind. No, wait, yeah. I thought it was a 66 for a second there. No, it's a 56. And once again, an early young head Canadian. Let me check the book real quick to see if we need this one or not. All right, let's see, 56. Actually, guys, okay, yes, we do. This is probably going to be the worst looking coin in the collection, but take a look at this, guys. This is awesome. We do actually need that one. So that is super, super hype. 1956 doesn't even have the shoulder fold or no shoulder fold varieties. I gotta say, it's been a while since we've been able to put a coin into this collection, so yeah, let's do it. I haven't even pulled these things out for, wow, I just grabbed the one underneath it on accident. But yeah, so this is how these go in. Now guys, I am planning on replacing this collection. I've heard from a lot of you that this is not the best collection to be storing coins in long term. I don't think that on a coin like this it really matters because it is in pretty bad shape, but that is very cool that we are finally filling that hole in the collection. You can see this page is mainly filled out. You know, some of the more difficult ones to find are not in the collection, of course, but yeah, so that is very, very cool. And yeah, another one into the collection. Of course, you know, this page is a little bit more difficult, but yeah, that is very, very cool that we were able to get another coin into the collection, whether it be Canadian, American, or otherwise, guys. All right, we only have about 10 rolls to go at this point. This is our 10th from the end. So let's see if we're gonna get anything else. I would really love to put something into the American collection other than a 2022, because of course that's not the most difficult thing to find. I mean, they've been out for a little while now. I was just a little surprised to see it, because usually when you know, as the saying goes, when it rains, it pours when it comes to these newer coins. And that is the first one that I have seen as of yet. But anyways, guys, we got 9 more rolls to go. Let's go ahead and get into the next. All right, guys, it looks like we have ourselves another wheat penny right here. It's going to be in the 50s, so a little more common, but 1952 Denver is the year. And flipping it over to the wheat side, yeah, pretty nice looking coin right there. Definitely not complaining. All right, what do we got here? This looks old. Yeah, it is. Very nice. Actually, oh, it's a 1980 next to it. Okay. So we got ourselves, it looks like gonna be another wheat penny here. Another, once again, in pretty bad shape. 46, looks like 46 Denver. All right, let's see if we need that one in the collection. No, we don't need the 46 Denver, unfortunately. Just confirm, I think that's a Denver. Yeah, it looks like it is. All right, we'll get on to the rest of this roll, see if we're gonna get anything else here. All right, guys, looks like we got ourselves another young head. We're just 3 rolls from the end of this box right now, and this one's gonna be fairly common, 1964, but like I said before, we do count those for points on the score sheet. Look at this one. Man, this is a weird looking coin. Lots of, I don't think that's damage, actually. Yeah, that could be something good, actually. This is a zinc penny, the first year they made zinc. Well, actually, the second year. It's the first full year, at least. And look at the reverse. That's actually what caught my eye. Yeah, lots of cool stuff going on, and actually in pretty good shape too. So I will definitely pull that one out. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that one. And yeah, all right. So we got 2 more rolls to go. We may as well just open the rest of these live. So I don't know what's going on with the focus today. I've been having issues with it, but anyway, our last 2 rolls. Let's take a look and see what we can get here, guys. So yeah, this one not looking super promising, seeing a lot of zinc on those coins. This one definitely didn't have as many wheat pennies as I thought it would. It did have a lot more interesting Canadians though, which I'm definitely happy about, especially the fact that we were able to get one of those Canadians into the collection. There's, speaking of Canadians, there's a 68 right there. So not gonna be the most interesting, but I will definitely pull it out. And now on to the last roll, guys. Now, if you saw my last video where I hunted nickels, the very last roll actually ended up having a really awesome proof, and then I think there was even a 1950, which is like a low, actually not a low mintage, it's basically like a key date coin in the Jefferson nickel series. So let's see if we can repeat that trend and find something absolutely crazy out of this last roll. And now we're coming up on a Canadian right here. It's an 87. So we'll put that into the pile over there. Looks like another Canadian coming up right there, 1999. Once again, going into the pile. And now we are getting to the end of the roll and also the end of the box. All right, so that it looks like it's going to be it. It's ending on another Canadian, which is going to be another 1999. So we'll add that to the pile, guys. Go ahead and dump the rest of these coins into our dump box over here. And with that being said, guys, I think I owe you a wrap-up. We have a ton of stuff. Let me just go ahead and take a second to get organized, and we will do a wrap-up. All right, guys, welcome to the wrap-up on today's hunt. We're going to start up here with the wheat cents from the 40s and 50s. So coming on over here, we have quite a few of them. Actually, 8 of them came out, quite a few of them being 44s. And then the wheat pennies from the 10s, 20s, and 30s, we did get that one ender. That was the only one that came out in that range, and it ended up being a 1919, which we already have in the collection, unfortunately. All right, now moving on to the 2009s. We got a ton of them this time around, guys. Actually, 10 in total, although we did not find that birth and early childhood to complete the cycle. But we did get 3 presidencies, which is super cool. You'll love to see it. All right, so I think this hunt actually had more of these Canadians and just a ton of points coming from this section, guys. So starting here with the young heads from 53 to 64, we got 5 of those, and then one more that was actually going into the collection, the 1956 young head that we got into the collection. So that counts for another 30 points. And then the King George VI, we actually were able to get 3 of them today. Really good stuff right here. Even though this one right here looks to be quite damaged. And then our last points from the Canadians are coming from that 1967 bird cent right there. That's going to be an extra 5 points. So when we tally it all up together, you can see right here, into the collection, 56 Canadian, 2022. All of the points tallied up are 125. And like I always say, 100 is a good box. So this was definitely a great box. Real quick here at the end, just wanted to remind you that if you want to pick up one of these penny roll hunting placemats to aid you in your own penny roll hunting, you can head on over to my website at quinscoins.com, and I'll be putting links down in the description below. And with that being said, that's going to pretty much do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, because I post new videos like this every single week, always bringing you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quin, and this is Quin's Coins signing out. And I will see you in the next one.